Hello, here is a roundup of our latest report from Q3 2012, which is by far the busiest period for the rental sector in Scotland. This report is a bumper edition to coincide with our sponsorship of National Landlord Day and covers new areas of Fife, Renfrewshire, West Lothian and South Lanarkshire. Our figures show that in Q3 2012 the average rent in Scotland reached an all-time high of £672, although this was only a 1% increase on the same period of last year. Meanwhile, the average time to let figures remained at 39 days, 1 day longer than last year. The report reveals that Aberdeen continues to be the most expensive city in Scotland, a position it's held since the report started 5 years ago. Average rents for two-bed properties saw an increase of 2.6% on the same quarter last year, to bring it to £833. This figure is a third more than the Scottish average. The city's time to let figures all improved, with the biggest change in one-bed properties now standing at 15 days, a dramatic improvement from last year's figure of 26 days. In Dundee, average rents for two-bed properties currently stand at £531, which is down by 2.4% on the same quarter of last year. Meanwhile, three-bed properties in the city increased more significantly by 7% to £706, though it is worth stating that these larger properties only represent 10% of all properties rented in the city. The average time to let for one-bed properties increased by 21 days to now stand at 50 days. We believe the reason for the worsening time to let figures is probably because of the large volume of purpose-built student accommodation in the city. In the capital, the market continued to see a steady increase, with people paying on average £729 for a two-bed property, 1.3% up on the figure of last year. Just outside Edinburgh, West Lothian two-bed properties saw an increase of 1.3%, with the average rent sitting at £536, and Fife experienced a fall of 1.2% to £485 for two-bed properties. Glasgow still offers many affordable areas to rent, with two-bed properties coming in under the Scottish average at £622, and one-bed properties seeing a small increase of 1.7% to £472. Time to let in the city remained remarkably similar to the same period of last year, with the average figure for the city standing at 41 days, which is just above the national average of 39 days. Meanwhile, the new reporting areas of South Lanarkshire and Renfrewshire showed similar trends, with both areas coming in under £500 for two-bed properties, and both experiencing fairly high time to let figures, with 53 days and 48 days respectively. This concludes our summary of the Q3 report. You can download your own copy of this or any previous reports at our website, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter for the latest news.